Hello, I'm Jeff Payne with the Nansemond River Preservation Alliance, a group dedicated to saving the rivers and creeks of Suffolk. NRPA provides citizen environmental education, interactive programs, projects and advocacy so we can enjoy healthy waterways for generations to come. In our last video, we told you that Suffolk's waterways are seeing more and more pollution as the city's population increases. But how do we know that? The NRPA conducts sampling and monitoring of the 23-mile Nansemond River at sites from the Route 17 Godwin Bridge to Constance Wharf in downtown Suffolk. The NRPA program was launched in 2010 and is approved by the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality, citizen science level. Here are two of our volunteers to tell you how the testing is done.
Hello, I'm Michelle.
And I'm TJ.
We're students at Kingsburg High School.
Together, we are student members of the NRPA Environmental Education and Water Quality Committees.
Every month from March through November, a team of NRPA volunteers board a privately owned boat and embark on our sampling and monitoring session. We conduct sampling at 8 different sites. Site 1 is just north of the bridge on US 17, and we continue along the waterway ending in downtown. We collect data on several indicators.
The indicators we study are salinity, clarity, dissolved oxygen, water temperature, and pH, which impact the health status of the waterway for oysters and other marine life.
Samples are collected with a dipstick that has a cup attached. Salinity is measured by placing sample droplets on a refractometer like a small telescope and viewed by the eye. Samples are then placed in the test tube and analyzed for pH, much like testing water in a swimming pool.
Oysters thrive in a salty environment. Too little or too much and the oysters won't grow. pH should be in a neutral zone.
Then comes analyzing for dissolved oxygen levels and water temperature. A sensor is lowered into the water and results read on a meter. Marine life needs healthy levels of oxygen to grow. Water temperature also impacts the growth rate.
Next, a weighted black and white disc is lowered into the water to determine the clarity or turbidity of the water. The clarity reading is the depth when the disc disappears from view underwater. If the clarity level is low, this means that sediment levels are high and sunlight penetration into the water is diminished. Underwater grasses, beneficial to wildlife, need a certain level of sunlight to grow.
Finally, at each of the 8 sites, atmospheric conditions and air temperature are recorded. After docking the boat, the samples are tested for E. coli bacteria using citizen science methods. Bacteria levels determine the status of the waterway and whether it is healthy enough for shellfish harvesting or recreational swimming.
In addition to collecting the samples, the crew monitors the shoreline for evidence of potential violations of the Chesapeake Bay Preservation and Wetlands Act, which are then reported to city and state agencies for investigation.
Every other year, the NRPA Water Quality Committee releases the State of the Nansemond River Report and Report Card to inform residents, businesses, government agencies, and elected officials about the status of our river.
So how do we know that the water quality of the Nansemond River and its tributaries is getting worse? Constant testing.
The NRPA data supplements the city's own data and that from the Virginia Department of Health, Division of Shellfish Safety. Annually, the state agency reviews the sampling data and determines which waterways to open or close. Currently, both Bennett's Creek and Chuckatuck Creek and most of the Nansemond River are closed to harvesting oysters and other shellfish due to high bacteria levels. More and more sections of the river are being closed as bacteria levels increase.
Thanks, Michelle and TJ. We know that all citizens contribute to the pollution problems, and we can only improve matters by everyone doing their part. For more information, please go to www.cleanmyrivers.com. There are lots of helpful ideas for you to do your part to help clean up Suffolk's waterways. If you would like to join our members for a sampling session or become a member yourself, please sign up for our website. Volunteers range from 11 years to seasoned adults. If you enjoy what you have seen in our video, please comment, like or subscribe. It helps. Thank you.